No, Stella. Hey, Aurora. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to blind you guys. No, Wilson. Hey, Susan. Yeah, I know. No, stop. Decided to do this during feeding time to document the new digs here and to try to keep Wilson out of it. Stop, Wilson. No, Stella, you guys leave him alone. Come on. This is kind of difficult. Come here, Hank. Here, you can lick that one. Okay, Hank says he's done. So, went to the store today and I found these dishes for like $3. So I got 2 of them. He does. He's a pig. And that sun is just beating down in here. Hey, Aaron. But yeah, I figured for $3, not too bad. Come here, Hank. Let him have a shot at it. He didn't get to finish all his food. I guess he wants to finish it. Yeah, Stella's on cleanup duty. She and Wilson both. And I'll let Tabby in as soon as they're done. Hey, Larry. We missed you yesterday. Well, Wilson's not quite the cleaner that Tabby is, but he tries. But other than this little plastic dish, it's pretty much the first real dishes they've had. I don't like to put the wet food in these plastic dishes because it's so hard to, whatever little bits that they don't get out or get off of there, it's hard to clean them. Nose itches. Oh, sorry, Larry, I didn't see you when you came in. Yeah, he will. I'm going to let Stella retreat from the dish before I let him in here, though, because she'll get upset. In the meantime, I'll get the mouse retrieval tool down and see how many mice we can get from under the desk. There's one right over there. I don't know how many are under here. We didn't even get a single one that time. And there's 2. Is that all? It was probably upper 80s. I was not out in it. Hey, Kimberly. I was not out in it for any extended period of time during the day, so it wasn't hot to me. If I was outside doing something, it probably would have been. The little white one without the tail is Wilson's favorite. Go get it. Well, you can get it. You're safe. Well, I guess it's that time. Come on. Do your job. What are you doing, Hank? Are there more down there? I didn't find any more. I'll try again, though. I'm not finding any more, Hank. I think that's it. Not going to go too terribly long tonight because, hey, it's okay. Shh. But yeah, there's a baseball game is starting right about now, and I haven't gotten to watch one in a few days, and I'm starting to get the shakes. What are you doing back there? Is there one that I can't get to? It's just our local minor league team. They're playing in Tennessee tonight, Jackson, Tennessee. And they're probably going to get crushed. Because Jackson has only lost a handful of games, and we've lost about 3 or 4 handfuls. Why are you so grumpy? Their attitudes are totally different, but their mannerisms are, between Stella and Lily, are very, very similar. Well, she went up in the window. She'll be content up there, I guess, for now. Is this what you're waiting on, Hank? Sorry, I can't find a good spot to not get blinded by the sun. I told you yesterday, the sun sets over there and comes right in that window. Thank you, sir. But yeah, I came in and Wilson sat in my lap for a little while. I'm trying to work on that a little bit every day. He doesn't like the picking up part, but he's fine when you sit him in your lap. I just don't know how to encourage him to get in my lap without having to pick him up. We haven't figured that one out yet. Hey, Dawn. It's actually not too bad in here today or this afternoon because Melanie, she had a little fender bender last week, and she had a loaner car for a couple days, and she took that back and picked her car up today, so she got off work early, and I think she turned the air down when she got here. You ready, Hank? You ready, Hank? Well, you can bring it a little closer to me there, Hank. Whoa! Yeah, she's fine. There was no injury or anything related to the accident. It was more just a scuff on the bumper than anything. Yeah, I didn't know if I'd swung the phone around quick enough for you to see that. He's gotten very aggressive with his jumps again lately. Hey, Tabby. Your little cotton ball tail is in my way. You just came in here to drink their water, huh? Clean dishes and drink their water. He likes to jump. Hey, come on, guys. Stop now. What's the problem? Hey, Priscilla. But our other cats, I guess we call them the permanent residents, we have developed an issue with Oscar attacking Binks for some reason, which is, I mean, that's never been an issue. Melanie said last night she thought maybe it was just the void of Russell not being here anymore. They're still trying to figure it all out. But 2 days in a row, Oscar has attacked Binks for reasons unbeknownst to me. And Binks is one of the sweetest cats we have. He doesn't mess with anybody. He's like Russell. And, you know, Tabby always wanted to mess with Russell, and now Oscar wants to mess with Binks. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring Jackson Galaxy over here to help me figure all this out. What are you doing, Tabby? Well, Oscar has always had it out for Mabel. I don't know why. Of course, when we first brought Mabel here and let her come inside, Mabel used to chase everybody around. But those roles reversed with Oscar, and now Oscar tries to beat up on Mabel. But he's never had an issue with Binks until the last day or two. And if, outside of this room there are 7. Well, 6, not including Tabby. Tabby is number 7. Used to be 8 before we had to put Russell to sleep. I miss that cat terribly. Oh, you let Wilson get it. You gonna bring it back, Hank? Or are you just gonna drop it over there? Yeah, that's what I figured. She hadn't come in yet, Dawn. I think sounds like she's cleaning litter boxes. Yeah, I mean, it's gotten a little easier. But it's still, especially when we go to bed, it's painfully obvious because of where Russell slept every night. You gonna bring it to me, Wilson? No. Says I'm just gonna mess with it for a minute. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Hey, Connie. Yeah, we've gotten his ashes back, and I think we've pretty much picked out an urn with a picture frame on the side of it. We just have not ordered it yet. And we were talking about getting a painting done of him, which I think we'll do eventually. Hey, Wilson. But yeah, as far as Oscar goes, if we do end up keeping Wilson indefinitely, I fear that Oscar's going to want to pick on him too. I hope not. I guess we'll just kind of cross that bridge when we get to it. Do I need to slide this out? Oh, and I just made a mess. I did your job for you, Tabby. Trying to help Wilson out and splattered water. Oscar is 4, I think. He's our tuxedo. I want to say Murray is 5 and Oscar is 4. I think that's right. Maybe 6 and 5, but I think it's 5 and 4. But Oscar just has a tendency to want to dominate everything. I don't either. I wish I did. And they all seem to mess with Luna a little bit, other than Binks. Binks doesn't mess with her too much, but Salem, Oscar, Murray, Tabby, Mabel, they all pick on poor Luna, and she's the old lady of the house. That was our cat Russell, our orange tabby. We had to put him to sleep about 4 weeks ago. Yeah, I wish I could get a word into Jackson Galaxy. Tell him to come figure this mess out. I hear the vacuum, so I guess Melanie was vacuuming litter up off the floor in the other room. Hey, Lynette. What you doing, Hank? Well, this one's close enough for me to grab, I think. Good jump. Now send it my way, Aaron. Yeah, and I don't know how best to handle it, because I don't think you're supposed to pick one or the other up, because then it's like you're picking favorites, and the other one gets resentful of the other, and I don't know. If I could just get them to all get along for a couple of days and leave all the doors open where they could all, kind of go where they wanted to go, it would be fine. But I think the fact that we have to keep a couple of them separated at all times, and then, another cat wants in, and you open the door and one darts in and the other wants to dart out, and then they cross paths, and it just doesn't work. That's probably the best thing to do. Usually, if it's Mabel and Oscar, they'll kind of break it up when you get near them. You don't have to reach down and pick anybody up. We haven't had any real brutal fights, more just a bit of a ruckus. As far as everybody picking on Luna, I think it's more just a game to them. I don't disagree with that, Connie. I just don't know how to stop them from fighting when the doors are open, without, one of them ending up under the couch hiding for long periods of time. There's only been blood drawn once, and I think it was a freak thing, because Oscar was at the bedroom door and Mabel was sticking her paw underneath. She was sticking her foot underneath the door, and Oscar scratched the crap out of her and made her arm bleed, or her leg bleed, but that's about it. Yeah, I probably just need to start watching his show religiously and take notes. But as far as them fighting face to face, they've never drawn blood, to my knowledge. It's just so weird, because Luna she's the oldest. She should be the queen bee. But they all want to mess with her. She's just a pushover. But then you get Tabby, and Tabby, he kind of picks on Luna a little bit, and he picked on Russell, but then he wants to come in here with these guys all the time. Like, let me hang out with them. And they're old enough to be, I guess if they were outdoors, a threat to their food or whatever. Tabby. Yeah, mine never go outside either. At least not, they're not supposed to. I have two that will beeline it out the door if they see the opportunity, and I have to run out and catch them. Which I had to do the other day with Salem, and it had gotten pretty late, and the grass was wet, and I was barefooted. I had to walk out in the nasty wet grass all the way to the back of the yard to catch him. That's how Russell did. I mean, when Tabby would mess with him, I don't think Tabby was even really hurting him, but Russell would scream bloody murder. Are you guarding your mouse? Yeah, I know. I gotta come from underneath. I'm sorry. I don't think... Yeah. I'm gonna blind everybody. I go all the way to the top. Hey, Tabs. Hey, Tabs. Can I have that? Yeah, I need to do that. But I don't know if I've ever seen an episode where someone had quite as many cats as we do. So I don't know if there's some dynamic that's going to be different just with the sheer number of cats here. And our house is probably not big enough for as many cats as there are. But we're working to correct that. It's a slow process, but we hope to be in a house within a year or two that's at least twice this size. 2,000 square feet would be perfectly okay for me. And a laundry room. I want a laundry room. No more washing machine in the kitchen. And dryer in the outdoor utility room. No, mine aren't going anywhere either. You know, except, you know, Hank and Stella. Can get them adopted out, that'd be fine, but you're gonna eat my sock now? I'm rocking the old man look, the shorts with the black socks today. I actually don't own a pair of sandals anymore. I had some flip-flops, but cats have pretty much destroyed those. Well, one cat, Mabel, has all but wrecked my cheap flip-flops. What? Look, you have a kicker. My hand is not a kicker. if I was waiting on my feet to be ready to wear sandals or flip-flops, then I would just never get to wear sandals or flip-flops. I do not have model-like feet, if there are such a thing. I had the, they say that ingrown toenails are hereditary, and I definitely inherited it on both feet. I ended up having to have surgery on both feet when I was about 15. So my big toes are very attractive. Thanks, Susan. Have a good night. Oh, it was brutal. I tolerated my ingrown toenails for a couple of years, and I remember being in school and between classes walking in crowded hallways and people stepping on my feet and just wanting to murder somebody. It hurt so bad. It hurt to walk. It hurt to do anything. But the surgery, it's called toenail ablation. It worked, and I've never had a problem with it again. So I don't care what my toes look like at this point. They don't hurt anymore. Oh, lag. Well, this lag is brought to you by an Amazon notification that my package will be delivered tomorrow. So thanks, Amazon, bringing my stream down. That's your bed now? Come here, Wilson. Wilson. Come here, Wilson. Come here. Come here. What? What? Come here. I'm trying to encourage you to get in my lap on your own without me picking you up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Only slight encouragement. There we go. Oh, and you fell off. Only slight encouragement. I just had to give him a little nudge in the right direction. But he didn't stay very long. What are you trying to do? He's trying to get behind me for something. I don't think there's any more mice under the desk. I'm pretty sure I got them all out. Hello. And Hank says, oh, if there's mice under there, I'm going to come check it out too. I don't think there's any down there, buddy. Well, make yourself comfortable there, Tabby. Yeah, you guys drink up the water, because if Tabby stays in here, it's got to go out with me. Yeah, that's her favorite spot. And plus she just ate, and then Stella always naps. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. I hope he doesn't figure out how to get up there, because he'll just start knocking things out of the closet. What are you guys doing? Wilson. Wilson. I had a busy day too. I couldn't even check in on him. I'm glad Melanie got to come home early, because I normally get a few minutes to pop in and take a look at what they're doing, but I didn't today. You're just going after the fly swatter, is all you're doing. This is what you want. Well, I suppose we'll wrap it up today. I'm gonna eat a little something and turn the baseball game on. I think it is in the living room. Every day I mean to bring it in here when I come in, and I always forget. And today I brought their food in and just started as they were finishing up, so I didn't have a free hand, and it also didn't cross my mind today. But thank you guys. Tomorrow's going to be a little later, because Tuesdays, my normal Tuesday dinner with my folks got moved to Thursday. So we probably won't be back until at least, or 7:30 at the earliest tomorrow, Central Time. But I hope everybody has a good night. I'll leave Tabby in here, so I'll take the water, and as usual, if you guys will help me keep an eye on everybody and make sure they're behaving, it's always appreciated, and I'll be checking in on them tonight as well. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good night. See you tomorrow.